um, because we're coming towards the end of the year. There's still a lot of new subscribers and so on. Um, but, uh, yeah, let me get to the point today. First of all, today, of course, is Avatar Day, huh? Avatar is just released today. Today is December 16th. So we have the movie of the fucking century coming out. So definitely going to see that. Excited to see that. So I know there's going to be a lot of just commentary and people kind of sharing their views on such a movie that has taken so long to come out just for the second installment. So that seems more of like a global thing for sure. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that later this evening actually. So I definitely will have. I know I'll have like thoughts and opinions on the storyline and so on. But yeah, let me get to just the changes being made with what we're doing. So I do have a website called liberated10.com. The link is in the comment section pinned as well as the description box down below. And basically, of course, I offer one-on-one sessions with people. DNA repair session is the most popular. So shout out to all of you who've been booking sessions. The DNA repair session, just diving into the ancestral dramas, past lives, future lives, and communication with all of just the DNA that wants to surface and bring up certain specific types of memories so a person can move forward in their lives, clearing those blockages. So I have that and the numerology readings, which are really fun, which is really kind of getting into the sentience of the numbers themselves based upon your combinations and birthdays and all of that. So I have those sessions available just in general. But last video I talked about cryptocurrency and kind of seeing cryptocurrency from a six-dimensional point of view. Actually, I was talking about Wi-Fi and global networks and all of that, but I added crypto into the conversation because I've been looking into crypto. I know about crypto. I'm not talking about like the tangible aspect of crypto like earthbound level, hey, this is currency kind of crypto. I'm speaking on the systematics and the technology attached to blockchain itself, and looking into the metaphysical part or aspect of blockchain and crypto and what it's truly backed by, at least based upon my theory, and how these ledgers and recordings and validations for Bitcoin miners and all of that, how that actually affects the other parts of our lives that the actual technology in the blockchain technology is actually affecting us or influencing our future. So I have like a lot to talk about with that. So I actually recorded that. I created an audio for that. I already recorded it. So what I wanted to do was offer that as just a free link or gift. That seminar that I recorded on the six-dimensional view of crypto with anyone that books a session today. So if you book a session today, you'll get the link for it's called Crypto Soul and Tech Seminar. It's about hour 41 minutes. Easy listen. So that's a gift that I wanted to offer because I definitely want to get more so into the discussions of digital currencies and our life force energy because it's definitely connected, and you want to know where you stand when it comes to that type of transference that is decentralized in a self-sustained system. So anything that is self-sustained, you have to make sure you understand that all levels of input is important, not just the input of what is transactional with the currency, but all types of input, your thoughts, your emotion, the algorithm itself being locked in and so rigid within a technology itself, because there are layers of the technology that does run our reality. And as we continue to make the transactions through the technology, it's literally, if you can think of like a blanket covering the world, it is a new blanket. It will, a very layered blanket that is constantly creating this atmosphere that we have to live in. So, what is really going on with that side of the influence in technology? So, that is available. Also,
That's me.
what I wanted to offer for Wednesday, because I changed it,
Wednesday.
I was going to do like
Saturday now.
that seminar for Wednesday, but I want to make it a little bit more fun, more like activation based. I know a lot of people do like meditations and they want to like really go within and restart and refresh for like winter solstice. It's one of those portals for sure, and it's very important to kind of like do a self audit of some sort and connect. So I don't just make this stuff up. Like I really get the information the way that I do intuitively. I trust myself in that and sharing with you guys. And I had like an epiphany. I had like an activation myself a few days ago. And it's funny because I drew this weird little thing here to kind of describe my visitation. My visitation of this alien guy. I have a story. This alien, which is really a version of myself that does live in the future and is connected to the ancient past. So if you're not familiar, I've talked about this maybe sometime last year where I talked about the blues and the grays. It's interesting that of course today the movie comes out and so on, but it's nothing like those beings. Like the blues and the grays, there's like some kind of history and futuristic history that involve these levels of ourselves in different versions of time. So I received like the true mapping of our chakra system. It's completely wrong. Well, not wrong, but like downgraded. And I know there are some people in the community that have come up with their own charting of the chakras, kind of remixing the chakras and so on. So of course this is open to interpretation, but I was blown away by the remapping that I was shown. I didn't have to meditate about this. This shit just came to me like dream state and while I was awake. So it just makes more sense to me. I actually feel activated. I feel like a real human now. I actually feel like a real human, knowing that, oh, the chakras were like mixed up a little bit and misunderstood for a specific reason. So I wanted to share this specific mapping. It's called, at least on the website, the Remembrance of the Alien Body Map. I want to share this with you guys. So I want to touch on that on Wednesday on the solstice and kind of like just vibe out, listen to some music, you know, and like really just explain what this is and like just get feedback on like how you guys feel about it, if it resonates, if it brings back any ancient memory that needs to follow through for the future. Because one of the things that I even talked about with blockchain is that the technology, it was invented in 2013.
What's going on?
Blockchain is responsible for the ledging of transactions, and it's impossible to change. So it's uncompromisable. It's written in stone, quite literally, in the cube, in the block,
And resin.
and linked to the next transaction. So when something like that is so rigid, and is the record-keeping system itself, if it began in 2013, I'd say it's kind of like
tidy up
this is kind of like where
and get myself together
when we talk about hundreds of years
messy.
in the future or even thousands of years in the future. Anything that happened before 2012, 2013 would be null and void, or would be
Really
considered
messy.
mysticism or mystery. It wouldn't be considered real history. Anything from blockchain, and again, I'm not speaking on a currency level, I'm speaking on the tech itself that
It's an algorithm.
also takes other levels of information based upon our
Workday
experiences and memories,
and
because it's a data bank as well. It's a self-sustained data
some
bank,
heart
but
and
it's a
soul.
bank that is unmovable in its ledging or recording. So, so I always say, if there's like a Noah's Ark moment and the
By the way,
world happens to end,
I'm gonna blast
we
all of
take the
them, which
blockchain
is
technology
one of
over
my
onto
favourite
the new
bands
world, and we create
ever
or reanimate the memory
out loud now.
or the recordings from that
After
technology.
this,
So it's kind of like
I'm gonna
there's a
give a
difference
shit.
between data
They're
collection,
fucking
memory
fine.
versus experiential
I'm
DNA
gonna
embedded
fucking shit.
molecular structure levels of memory. There's just a difference. Anything that I have experienced in the past with actual like action and being there and having my own emotions and thoughts about the experience, that experience could be transferred over to another person as if they experienced it, but they still would not have the same exact feeling, thoughts, or experience as I did when I experienced it. So data transference, even the uploading and downloading of memory within people's minds and so on, is still interpreted on a very personalized level. So
I know what you mean.
you to kind of like phase out of trusting the organic systems of ancestral memory, DNA, inner molecular structure memory, and cellular memory is crazy to me, because what DNA does, or what the actual like cellular memory from bloodline stuff and all of that, what that does for us is, for instance, you'll have kids today that will watch a black and white movie from like the 1940s or something, and they weren't born, but somehow there's something about the movie that they're watching that makes them or gives them like a nostalgic feeling as they're watching it. They're just like, feels like I was there, but I wasn't. But I'm getting like a nostalgia right now. There's like memory within just the DNA itself that is somehow giving them the feeling of being there.
The feel.
Data transference written within code and encryption cannot. So it's really preserving the way that we used to record and acknowledging how we record now. We have to allow both of these systems to exist in order to really move forward. So that's the type of conversation that I want to have about just the technology itself, and again, the importance of the acknowledgement of the ancient ways of record keeping. Also, what I noticed is that when I was writing out even the word solstice, as I was changing it on the website, you know, words kind of just
Everyone
around
knows.
me, and I saw souls to ice.
Everyone knows
I was just
we're all
like, oh
connected.
shit, like souls to ice, solstice, souls to ice. And when you think about that, it's of course the souls, S-O-L-S, souls. Souls turning into ice for a moment.
Wow.
Because we're going into winter solstice. Winter is cold for most people.
That's what Auset.
So, but it's not even about weather or the temperature. Souls
yeah.
ice jumped out to
Gonna
me.
be doing
Like when you put something on ice,
trippy,
you're freezing something, or you're preserving something, or you're going into a stasis of some sort, or hibernation of some sort. So maybe kind of like even
things like this.
Just exploring the term solstice can also kind of
we
remind us
all
what it really is.
blast each other's minds.
So it's just like, well, if we're going into winter solstice or winter souls to ice, what do we have activated right now that's ready to go on ice for a little while? Because when you unfreeze it, it begins where it ended. It continues exactly from where it was before it was frozen. So what are we really freezing in time?
Or resin. Resin.
And you don't want to freeze bullshit.
You don't know
You don't
resin
want to
bullshit
bring
either.
bullshit into ice. You want to at least clear certain parts of yourself so that you are prepared to become
Don't resin
frozen
bullshit.
in some sort of kind of way
I've
to
resin the
allow the
truth
resting state
into
of the mind,
things.
body, soul to kind of like sleep. And we kind of like go into a dream space, a more of like a
Like
very
these,
mystical dream space. Like the
got 'em
seasons,
all over the place.
it doesn't
All over
matter
the
where
place.
you live. And again, it's not
It's like a
really about the
factory.
weather. The seasonal
Little
changes
factory
do affect our
I got here.
just our inner archetypes that reawaken and go to sleep and reawaken and dream
So
in the different cycles of seasons.
feeling pretty sound
So
actually.
this is just hibernation
Even though
time,
I'm alone.
but you don't
I'm
want
alone
to
and I'm all alone.
freeze nightmares into your cube
Love it.
of souls to ice and kind of have to deal with that for the entire winter
But
season.
Kind of
Until
mix
spring. So,
names up
when we do the
and not make
the
names up,
activation, I
but
should say, it's not a
make the
seminar,
names
it's
for
really
people
like a
I
real
like.
activation. We're going to
Yeah.
make sure that we clear
So I'm gonna
those
make one
not so great,
for everyone else.
just reoccurring loops. They need to go.
else.
You don't want to bring any unnecessary loops into a frozen state of time because you're still affected by it.